Okay, so today I'm going to talk about how to turn your electric guitar into an acoustic. Well, not really, but I want to help you make your electric guitar sound more like an acoustic. Okay, what you just heard was me playing my electric guitar, and I treated it a certain way to make it sound more like an acoustic guitar. Hopefully you liked the sound. I don't know if you did or not, but hopefully you did. So I'm going to show you how to make your electric guitar sound like that. Um, Before that, I know you're probably asking, why would you want to make your electric guitar sound acoustic? So there's lots of reasons. One, maybe you want to use an acoustic guitar in a song, but you don't have an acoustic. So many people are, that situation. Another situation, the situation I'm in, is that you can't play loud because maybe you have neighbors or you have a young child, or for whatever reason you can't use an acoustic guitar and, play it the way you'd like to. Another reason is the area you record in isn't treated acoustically, or it just doesn't sound nice, so it has all these room reflections. So when you try to record your acoustic guitar, it just sounds terrible. And another reason is just plain laziness, which is, one of the things for me. It's like I have an acoustic guitar, but it's like I really don't feel like miking it up. Even if I do mic it up, like what happens if there's, a truck comes by from outside, it ruins the take, and there's just a bunch of other things. So this won't, replace all acoustic guitars. I mean, you don't throw your acoustic guitar away because of this. But if you just kind of need an acoustic guitar part in the background, I think this, will be enough, hopefully. Anyway, let's get on to how to do it. So first, I'll let you hear a short example I played. I played this directly into my sound card. I plugged my guitar straight into the sound card and played this using my electric guitar. I think I used it wasn't the middle position and it wasn't the front. It was in between the front pickup and middle pickup position. Anyways, here it goes. Okay, certainly not the most beautiful piece of music, but I think you get the idea. And you also hear the tone isn't that good. It's not, particularly nice or anything. So let's try to change that and make it sound more like an acoustic. The first thing I did was I found an acoustic impulse response online. So I'm using this program. It's called NAD-IR. I believe it's by Ignite Amps, and you can get this for free. I believe. I think it's still free. So all I did is when I first recorded this, the volume was, a little bit low, so I normalized it. So you can go ahead and do that if your volume is low like mine when you record it. Then I had to turn the level up in here because it was still too low. But I used this Taylor using DPA. I don't know what type of microphone that is, but it sounded okay to me, so I used that. Let me turn this on so you can kind of hear the difference. Here we go. I'll play it and then I'll switch it on and off. So here it is on. Off. So as you can hear, that gives it more of an acoustic quality. It's still not perfect, but I think you can hear more of the, acoustic guitarness of it coming through. Acoustic guitarness? That's not a word. Anyways, excuse me for my bad English there. Anyways, hopefully you can hear what that does. Next is the use of an EQ. So if you look over here where my mouse is, this is actually one that I got from Cakewalk, who makes this Sonar software. This is I believe Craig Anderton came up with these presets. So I use these. I'll show it to you if you want to see it, like this. And I'm using this EQ. Actually, I'm not using this EQ because I it's just easier for this demonstration purposes. I use the basic Cakewalk EQ. So this one, it's probably not as good as this other EQ here, but any EQ will do. You know, there might be slight differences in sound because of the, you know, the Q values and things, but generally it'll be okay. So I'll turn this on and let you hear how it sounds with this. Okay, here we go. Off. On. Off. On. Okay, now for me, that really sounded like an acoustic guitar. Now it's starting to sound like what I would, you know, recognize as an acoustic guitar. If somebody played that for me, I'd say, oh, you know, that's an acoustic right there. You know, these highs here really bring out that kind of, you know, stringy sound, and these cuts here on, you know, the fourth band and the third band really cut down some of the mud, and the second band kind of adds, you know, a little bit of body to it. There's some other ones I can use, like some other presets I'll show you. I'll play it again and I'll cycle through a few other presets. Okay, so you can hear from that, you know, they sound slightly different, but they all had that basic thing where you're cutting the mids out and you're boosting the highs to, you know, bring out the stringy sound and get rid of the mud. Next, I just added a compressor. That's just because it was a little bit, you know, like uneven. So you might want to do this, you know, anytime. I'll show you what it's doing. So you probably don't want to hear that again. You can see it's doing just about 4 decibels of compression, and then I'm bringing it up maybe about 2 decibels, a little bit under 2 decibels again for the makeup gain. I just want to make sure, because before there's some quieter parts that weren't coming through, so this just kind of evens that out. It's nothing big. You can use any compressor. I'm using this one by SK Note, but any compressor is okay. Use whatever you have. And last but not least, I'm using Valhalla Vintage Room. I really like this plugin, and especially in this ambience mode, because it's not a really, like in-your-face reverb with a long tail. This is just kind of a, you know, just something to add a little extra room so it doesn't sound like it's recorded direct. It gives it a little bit of air. You can see here it's only 0.8 seconds or 800 milliseconds. I'm using a 30% mix. I think there's a little bit of modulation on there, but not much. Anyways, 10% or 10 milliseconds pre-delay, but let's just listen to it. I don't need to describe it. Here we go. Okay, so that's what it sounds like. I'll do the same thing one more time. I'll do it on and off so you can kind of hear what it sounds like with it and with it on. This really, you know, expands the stereo width of it. Here we go. Okay, so hopefully you understand, you know, what that sounds like now. I'm sorry, there might be like some small popping when I'm turning the plugins in and off, so I apologize about that. I'll play it just one more time, and I'll turn everything off and then everything on so you can hear, you know, like the huge difference. Because the first time I did this, you know, I played it and I was like, oh, it sounds like an acoustic guitar, but I was like, Did it really sound that different? But I'll let you hear, the difference. Here we go. There you go. So, I don't know what else to say. Obviously, there's probably other acoustic guitar impulse responses. I couldn't find too many, to be honest. If you look online, go to like Google or Yahoo or whatever, and search for acoustic guitar impulse response, you can probably find these or some other ones. The rest of this stuff, like the equalizer, just use whatever's in your DAW. Like the compressor. I like this one, but you can use whatever's in your DAW. Valhalla Vintage Verb. I recommend this Verb. It's really nice, but you can use something else if you want. NAD-IR. You can use another convolution plugin. I would use one that's meant for guitar cabinets, though, but you can use whatever you want. This one's free, so why not use it? Besides that, I hope other companies start making acoustic guitar impulse responses just so, we have more things to choose from. But hopefully this helps you out, and hopefully you can find something good. This isn't really meant to replace acoustic guitars, but hopefully for, if you're somebody like me that makes, music in their house and can't always bring out an acoustic guitar, hopefully this will help you and, you won't be there frustrated moving around mics and all that kind of stuff. If you have any questions or anything else, leave them below, and hope this helped. Give me a thumbs up if it does help, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks a lot. See you.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that video, please remember to thumbs it up, check out some of my other videos below, and don't forget, subscribe. Thanks. Bye.